Alex, thank you. We're continuing our recurring series, Meet the Mayor, here on First at 4. And we're happy to have Kevin Morrison from Greene County, Tennessee, the mayor of Greene County. You just won re-election, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's start off where I think a lot of people are in county and city government. We have a lot of new people in town. Tell me, is this happening in Greene County? People moving here from around the country?
Absolutely. An influx of new residents coming from primarily the Northeast, Midwest, even the Western states, California, Oregon, Washington. We've got a few residents from Florida, but it's a rather massive migration to Tennessee and Greene County.
Which is having implications all over the place, including available housing, where these people are putting their children in school, and we welcome them to the area. Is this creating a challenge for government to try to respond?
It is. For instance, one example is our garbage collection has gone from 180 tons a day to 250 tons a day. And that's internet, people buying stuff through the internet. Wow. But the influx of having new neighbors creates a lot of strain and pressure on your infrastructure.
Massive, massive issue we'll be talking about, and are talking about it around the region. I want to talk to you about industry. You know, I've been around for a while. You have too. Greene County used to be an industrial hub. Much has changed in our country, but I know you're talking about retraining a workforce that can work with their hands to do things. Tell me what's happening with your CTE program.
Well, tomorrow I signed the documentation on some funding that we have set aside or give over to by resolution to the school department to decentralize our CTE program.
That's careers and technical education.
Yes,
right?
It's the service and trades, welding, CNA programs, those types of things. Very valuable, actually, because we have a lot of kids with a lot of passion to start a business, go into a trade, learn a skill. And for about 40 years, we have had that centralized in one location. And the issue, obviously, Greene County covers 622 square miles. The number of credits required now to graduate sort of prohibit the kids actually leaving their campus, or at least it discourages them to a great degree to leave their campus and go to this centralized facility. So attendance was suffering greatly.
Now you're moving them out to different locations.
And now
right?
we've started an initiative with Major at 2 of our high schools, and we're going to push it out to all 4 high schools. But for instance, one of our principals, Miss Lori Wilhoit, who I can't brag on enough, at South Greene High School, started an initiative just at South Greene High School and doubled the enrollment from the school in one program.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's talk about, you mentioned this vast area of Greene County, 600 and how many?
622 square miles.
And many of those people do not have reliable, fast internet. You're working toward that. Give me a synopsis of what's happening.
Well, one of the things that we did was we took a great portion of our American Rescue Act funds and pledged that to the Greenville Light and Power. Greene County was sort of last to come into the game. We were essentially waiting on private companies like Comcast to begin to serve more of the people on the periphery, if you will. Right. But they had gathered up pretty much all the low-hanging fruit, and so Greenville Light and Power got into the game. We set aside $2 million of the ARP funds so that they could use that as matching grants to the state and parlay that into many more millions to begin the massive sort of TVA-sized project to roll out broadband to all of Greene County.
And when are you hoping to have that done, would you say? If you had to stick a date on it?
Light and Power says that they're going to have pretty much everything sort of inside the city limits around the area of town probably in the next 12 months. And then we're probably looking at a 3, 4, maybe even a longer term phase in to the county. But we've got started. That's the weakness that COVID uncovered for us, particularly with schools and education delivery.
Essential.
It's absolutely essential, Josh.
He is the mayor of Greene County, Kevin Morrison. We need a 30-minute show. You got a lot happening in Greene County. Thank you for coming
Josh,
on.
thank you, sir.
We appreciate it.